Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a good Friday. It was a little slow for me. Didn't end the week like I wanted it to, but had a solid week. And, after looking at the market, looking at how the price action was, I just shut it down after that first trade. It's not worth me giving back the excellent week I had. I mean, I made more profit this week than I made all last month. And I know I had some issues last month. Had the flu. It kind of had me down for a couple of weeks. But to make what I made that whole month in 1 week, that's a really good feeling. So I have no regrets about shutting it down. And honestly, it's what I want you guys to see. This is all of that part B that we were talking about earlier. That not everybody shows you. The reality is you're not going to have a good day every day. Every trade is not going to be a winner. I don't care how perfect the setup is or how perfectly you execute the trade. That doesn't mean you're going to make money. And we have to accept that and accept the fact that there are days where we won't make profit. And there's nothing wrong with shutting it down, going out, enjoying yourself. I went, got my car washed, cruised around with the top down. Last day we're gonna have this beautiful weather here. We've got some cold weather coming, but enjoy yourself. Don't sit there and stress and try to chase these little moves, chase these stocks that are moving. You don't have to sit here 24/7 to make money, and I'm showing you guys that. You don't see me sitting in front of my computer all day, every day. I take my breaks. I get up and do this and do that. I come outside and sit. You guys know that. And you've got to have that. That's a healthy part of trading. And any professional trader is going to tell you that. So I'm trying to demonstrate, well, really, I'm not demonstrating anything. I'm just doing my normal deal. And so you guys get to see that. Now, yeah, once or twice last year, I had an emotional meltdown. I let some trades get personal, which we all do sometimes. But how you deal with that, how I worked through it and came back and got back on track. Those are the things that I want you to see. That's why I'm as transparent as I am and why I share, everything with you guys. And unfortunately, being live, sometimes something may come out, or you may hear a noise that shakes you a little bit. But hey, that's reality. That's the way it is. When your money's on the line and you're trading your hopes and dreams, you're gonna feel it every now and then. All right, but like I said, we did good last week. We closed our KTOS trade. Now, today it took off, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. But had an awesome week. So let's go in here and take a look at it. Let's see what we did. All right, guys. So this is the trade we took this morning. When I was building my watch list, if you were in the room, you heard me, saying I didn't like the fact that most of these stocks had a lot of traffic around them, meaning they had a lot of support and resistance, whether it was pivots from the daily chart or moving averages from the daily chart or just moving average from the intraday chart. All of these just really look crowded, and it didn't seem like they would have enough room to move. But just like every day, you come in and you give the market a chance to come to you. You don't go chasing it. You let the market come to you. And if you go out there and it doesn't come to you, then you let it go. And that's pretty much what I did today. But ZAYO, this was one that was on our watch, and I felt pretty good about it. And I actually waited, an extra candle. I didn't jump in on the first 5-minute candle to make it a little lower. I just kind of waited because you know, I was trying to feel out the market to see what it was going to do. And I felt a little comfortable getting in this one because, I mean, you can see we did come back below and close below the 5-minute opening range low. This candle was really working it out. So, you know, no reason not to give it a shot. And, you know, we gave it a shot. It started to work. I was looking for it to pull down to this 25.17. This was going to be my first target. But in old summertime fashion, we did not get the follow through. This thing bounced, came back above the 5-minute opening range low. Had it closed, I probably would have taken it off anyway. But it did hit my max loss stop. So I did have a technical stop, but the candle would have to actually close for me to take it off. But the max loss stop got hit. I was only giving it a point. Well, not a point, but $100 is the most I was risking on this. And, you know, so I gave it, what, 35 shares or something like that. And, you know, that was that. And I said, you know, after I kept seeing there was really nothing there in the market. Now, there were some stocks that did run out of nowhere. You know, the IRBT, that thing ran like a bat out of hell out of nowhere. You know, it wasn't on any scan this morning. It just started moving. Now, yeah, you could have chased that and made some money, but, you know, that's not the precedence that I want to set. So I made the decision. I had an excellent week. I did not want to give any more back, trying to make something happen in the market that's less than ideal. That's how I made it this far. That's how I've been able to stay a member of that 10%ers club. And that's the model, the example that I want to show you guys. You know, so, you know, it's up to you whether to, you know, take my advice or not. But I'm going to give it to you. All right, so that was how we ended the week. So I told you about KTOS. That was our Grow Your Dough Challenge stop that we had, swing that we had. And you can see I held it for a freaking month. And it finally hit my target. Now you can see today we've broken over that 1609 high. We broke over that. And had I been in more share size, if I'd been in twice the amount of size that I was in, if we had more money in this account, then I would have taken half off here and left the other half on to see how far we were going to run over this 52-week high. But you have to understand, we're starting from scratch. We're starting from ground zero. And we're trading with $1,000 in a cash account, no margin, nothing. And what I'm trying to show you is how you can take control of your money and actually grow it, you know, versus putting it in a bank or letting it sit somewhere or a CD. You can make more money when you take control of it. Now, yeah, you've got investment apps out there that you could, you know, actually use where you don't have to actually choose your stocks or anything like that. There's so much out there, but this is just one small facet that I'm sharing with you. And so I'm going to continue to do this. Now, there are going to be different strategies that I use that I may be a little bit more aggressive to try to get more faster, but not too fast. You know, still needs to be a slow, steady growth. And that's what I'm going to be aiming for here. But you can see we got 12.48%. That's how much we gained on this. Not bad. I mean, there's no bank account you can put your money in and gain 12.48% in 1 month. Not that I know of. If it is, then I'd be putting some money in it. But, you know, this is what we gain. And like I said, we're dealing with a small amount of money. We're going to get small growth. I only risk $705 on this trade. That's all I risked. So I still had more left that I could have risked, but I didn't. We're taking small steps. You know what I always say, small steps cover great distances. And we're gonna go a great distance. You know, we're just gonna have to, you know, trust and believe in the small steps that we're taking and that we're heading in the right direction. So really, really pleased with this. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like is that it took longer than I wanted it to take. But that's just me personally. You know, I have to let the market do its thing. So yeah, 12.48% is what we've grown, that we made on that. Now this week, I really like this week. I made it a point to focus only on my small account, because I can make good money in that, just like I did back in 2015 when I started with $5,000 every month. I was making a living doing that, and you can do that. But I made it a point to just focus on that account this week, and you can see it paid dividends. We made a little, you know, it's only maybe $100 more, but a little bit more than what I profited all last month. Really solid days this week. You know, we had the one red day today, and we're going to have that. The market is not going to always be there for us, and we're going to have red days. But if we have solid green days where we let our trades work, where we execute our trades, the one red day or the two, I could have had 2 red days. This could have been a red day, and you know, I still would have ended up with a solid week. So it's just about executing your trade plan, allowing your winners to hit your targets, and stopping your losers when they reach your max loss. You know, we talked about this in our roadmap to success. I gave you guys an exercise to do. If you're honest with yourself and you do it the right way, it's going to help you transform your trading. But you can't cheat it. You know, you can't cheat the grind. If you do, the grind will tell on you. All right, so that wraps up my week. We're going to get back at this thing Monday morning, see if we can have another week equal to this, but we're not going to force it. We're going to let it come to us. If the market gives us plenty, we're going to take it. If it gives us a little, we're going to take that. So just remember, you know, take your time. Small steps, great distances. So I know I'm going to be away from my desk on Sunday, but I should be able to do the market analysis / swing trade watch list session, Q&A session, all wrapped up into one. Should still be here Sunday morning, as long as we have internet, and we always do. So I'll just be doing it from a remote location. So you guys that are planning to join me Sunday, I'll be in the room at 9 o'clock sharp, and you know, we'll do our little session. So you guys have a great night, great weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you either Sunday morning or first thing Monday morning.